What's up, Falcon fans? What do Falcons do? They rise up. In today's episode, we're going to discuss the Battle of I-85. If you guys like this type of content, hit that like button and subscribe to your boy. It helps out the empire grow. So on that note, let's dive into the Falcon Situation Room first. Let's start off with the Atlanta Falcons rushing attack when it comes to total rushing yards, where they rank number 4 with 287. That's because of our two-headed monsters in Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier. They both started off slow against the Buccaneers with the exact same rushing yards with 24. Isn't that crazy to think about? Anyways, but against the Vikings, they both went over 60 plus rushing yards that combined for 219 total rushing yards. I'm really starting to like that the Atlanta Falcons are using a 12 personnel set more often than not, because we have the advantage in making those run plays destructive and getting explosive matchups on the outside of the trenches. And one reason we're so successful in this run attack is because of number 89, the tight end Charlie Warner, who is primarily a standout blocker who's having a fantastic impact for number 7 and for number 25, finding holes they can get through the line. So when it comes to the passing attack for the Atlanta Falcons, they rank number 22 with 433 total passing yards. So on the opposite side of the ball, the Atlanta Falcons defense has been doing a pretty good job when it comes to passing yards giving up in the air. They rank number 31st with only giving up 325. That's really good. And when it comes to stopping the run, they rank number 9 with only allowing 179 total rushing yards and 0 rushing touchdowns to boot. One really good thing about this Atlanta Falcons defense is that the pressure has stayed consistent so far this season, with averaging 12 or more quarterback hits or hurries per game, compared to last season, where we barely affect the quarterback plays or made them feel uncomfortable where they made mistakes in critical situations. If I had to choose one issue so far with the Atlanta Falcons, it has to be the red zone efficiency. I know I'm butchering that word completely, because I know in my heart we have the firepower to score 30 or 40 plus points per game, but so far we're lacking in that department, only barely scoring 20 points per game. I know that Zach Robinson has to get in gel with everybody, everything has to click, but we have to look down the schedule. We have to go against the Commanders, the Bills, the 49ers, and the Colts, and etc. Hopefully I'm not overreacting to this problem, but what I'm very excited about, finally, the Atlanta Falcons have a top 10 sacking defense. We rank number 6 with 7 sacks so far this season. And when it comes to the injury reports, we have some star power names on this list that are questionable, so that's really going to determine how we're going to play against the Carolina Panthers. So now let's talk about the Carolina Panthers Situation Room. The Carolina Panthers are not in a good state. They're 0-2 right now. When it comes to their passing yard attack, they rank number 12 with 482, so that's the bright spot for them on that department because of Bryce Young against the Arizona Cardinals. But the rushing attack is pretty weak. They rank number 27 with only 162 total rushing yards, and Chuba Hubbard last year had over 1,000 rushing yards, only has 95 so far and 0 touchdowns. And speaking of Bryce Young, he finished with a career high in 328 total passing yards and 3 touchdowns, of course with 1 interception versus the Cardinals. But in week 1 against the Jacksonville Jaguars, he threw for 154 total passing yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions. One bright side for the Carolina Panthers passing attack is Tedero McMillan. We cannot let this rookie cook, because he can easily do so. He's been averaging 10 yards per receptions. He's been targeted 19 times, caught 11 of those, and he's easily their favorite guy to go to move the chains on the first down mark. So there are 3 things when it comes to the Carolina Panthers offensive flaws. Number 1, they start out slow in the first half of their games. Number 2, they are a turnover machine with 3 interceptions and 2 forced fumbles in just 2 games. Number 3, their offensive line has been struggling to keep Bryce Young up or keeping him safe inside of the pocket where he can make incredible throws, because a lot of times he has to throw the ball away with ease. And it's just been reported on Tuesday their Pro Bowler and right guard Robert Hunt and center Austin Corbett were both placed on injury reserve. So when it comes to the Carolina Panthers defense, well, they are not doing so hot. They're pretty much where they were last year. When it comes to passing yards giving up in the air, they rank number 24 by allowing 398 total passing yards in the air. When it comes to stopping the run, they rank number 26 by allowing 282 total rushing yards. And when it comes to getting after the quarterback, they rank dead last by only having 1 sack. But I will say in week 1, they didn't do a really good job in getting after the quarterback. 0 sacks, only 1 quarterback hit. But in week 2, they definitely improved by getting 1 sack and 4 quarterback hits. So obviously they're adapting to their defense week by week. So we have to make sure we can't give them any quarters to go berserk on us. So in conclusion, this should be a winnable matchup on paper, but let's not forget, since 2020, we've been facing them 10 times so far. It has been tied 5-5. Last year, we should have beat them in our house the final game of the season, but somehow Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers decided to wake up, and the final score was 44-38 in overtime. Those were dark times, my boys. But what do you guys think? Leave them in the comment section below. Do you guys think we're going to win this game or lose this game? So what do Falcons do? Rise up. Until the next episode, peace.